Good evening. So let's imagine for a second a scene, so I can discuss with you what my choice would be if I were to go back in time, who I would want to meet. You have a battlefield. It was covered in complete chaos. That, well, was the Battle of Uhud. There were swords that were clashing. There were warriors that were retreating. And standing in front of the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, was a single woman with a sword. Yes, single woman. The Prophet ﷺ was surrounded by enemies. And the person who stepped forward and became his shield was not a soldier. It was a woman. The Prophet said, ﷺ, every time I turned around and looked, I saw her fighting. She was bleeding from multiple wounds, holding a sword in one hand and a shield in another. And she refused to move away from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was one of the most dangerous moments in Islamic history. And a woman single-handedly stood between the Prophet and his enemies to defend him, while soldiers were retreating. History talks about great warriors, but few know about the woman who fought like an army to protect the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Her name was Nusayba bint Ka'b, also known as Umara. And if I could meet her, I would ask her so many questions. Like when that line broke at Uhud and everyone else stepped back, what was the very first thought that made you step forward? How did you train your heart to be as steady as your hand with a sword? In moments of fear, did you find your strength in your purpose, or was it in the people that you were protecting? Did you know, or even think or imagine, that while you were standing as a shield to protect the Prophet, 1400 years later, women would still be using your name as a synonym for unbreakable and fearless? What is the one thing history books always get wrong about what it means to be a woman in leadership? How did you carry the softness of a mother and the sharpness of a warrior at the same time? And lastly, what did prayer feel like to you on the eve of the battle? Take care, guys. God bless you all. And let me know in the comments who you would choose.